as we go on. So we're getting...
What's our third game?
I was just about to say, getting set up into our third game is going to be Sakr0n versus Harry NightMare. This is very, very reminiscent of Season 2 of the CIS League. I mean, these guys always used to clash all the time. Harry NightMare, for those that don't know, basically dominated the first half of the CIS Pro League with Cover Op Sonya. And it was just kind of like very jump heavy, very aggressive, but it just worked. He stuck with his guns, and it carried him really, really far, really well. And he did really well with that. Actually became and was the highest CIS seed going into the Season 2 finals. Unfortunately, he could not make the Season 2 finals, but he did earn the highest amount of points. Now, Sakr0n is his opponent. These guys have played so many times before. In all honesty, I think Sakr0n might have the edge here, purely because I believe that Sakr0n's characters just generally kind of counter the neutral of Harry NightMare's Sonya. We've never seen Harry NightMare pick another character. It's always been Sonya. He's very rarely changed from Cover Ops to Demolition. And other than that, I think the fact that Sakr0n plays Kung Jin, who deals with jump so well, and air mobility, Katana, I mean, the golden rule of fighting Katana, don't jump. I mean, that's going to counter Sonya really well.
I think, with that in mind, I think it is going to be Katana or Kung Jin. I don't see why he'd go with Aaron Black here. They're definitely his sort of three go-tos, is the Aaron Black, Gunslinger, the Kung Jin, all of them at this point, really. I think the only one we haven't really seen him consistently use is Ancestral.
I'd love to see that. I bet Sakr0n in casuals has an Ancestral. He just doesn't use it in tournament.
So. But again, we've seen him do very well with Kung Jin. And Kung Jin, a very popular character in general for Season 3 of the Pro League across North America and Europe. Obviously, we've got Gun Show, we've got Slayer, we've got Upkick Spam even in the Challenger Cup over here as well in the UK. But
I would very much like to say shout-outs to Slayer as well for making it into top 8 of North America this week. He's going to get that run back with Sonic Fox almost immediately. So, I mean, hopefully we see some more of that awesome Shaolin sort of really doing what he does best, really. And speaking of Shaolin, that's the one thing we're going to sort of remind you all about Sakr0n's Kung Jin, and that he's actually not just a Shaolin specialist. Many times in tournament throughout Season 2, Season 2 finals, going into Season 3, he's actually not really... He doesn't really sort of use Shaolin by itself. If he realizes that the neutral tools of Shaolin aren't working, and he's getting a lot of the kind of overhead and low strings, he'll actually make the switch straight to Bojitsu. Now that's exactly straight into Tournament Katana, Royal Storm, and I mean, it's no secret why he's gone for this pick. You absolutely shut down jumps playing as Katana across basically all variations, but Royal Storm is going to get that big damage off every air fan.
Now, Harry NightMare has not gone Cover Op Sonya. I believe he's gone Demolition.
Probably to contest with the air fans, I suppose.
Maybe, but again, last time we saw Harry NightMare's Demolition, he seemed a little bit lost. Now, he definitely gets a lot of mileage out of the parry with Cover Ops, and he's obviously going to lose that in Demolition. Now, Demolition we've seen do absolutely amazing work. We've got Mr. Aquari in Europe doing really good stuff with this character. Obviously, Scar in America, as always, doing his thing. But, I mean, Harry NightMare's Demolition, I don't want to say it's not on par with theirs, but we definitely haven't seen him able to demonstrate quite the same level of dominance that the other Demolition players have been able to at this point in the league.
Oh, Sakr0n with the delayed back jump into air. I mean, that NJP was definitely an air fan attempt. But I mean, Harry NightMare, oh, nice. And that's a good reload as well, catching the hit frames on that. And not going in for a combo, just opting to reload instead. I mean, that's the one thing about Demo, right? She needs grenades to be even a remote threat.
Sakr0n really sort of mixing up, and there's a nice neutral catch from Harry NightMare and a full punish. Now this is more like it. Full punish on a whiffed air fan.
And that's that splat into the safe reload. And I mean, that's the thing, the grenade is, I mean, she can't really reflect those, can she? I've never even seen her reflect versus the grenade.
I'm not sure. Like, I would assume that the demo player would be able to detonate the grenade upon seeing it just before it hits her. But I don't know.
Really unfortunate. I actually think, are we going to see an X-ray? I mean, he won't be able to break. Is Sakr0n going to go for it?
He's going to go for 50-50?
He's going to go for it! There we go! The true 50-50 when she gets X-ray. And that was so smart because Harry NightMare would have broke anything that came after that. The second Sakr0n even saw the delayed wake-up, that even further cemented the fact that that 50-50 into X-ray was going to come. Absolutely.
Now, the reason we say it's a 50-50 is Katana's X-ray is an overhead, and it comes out in 9 frames. She has an unreactable back 3, which is a low. So as soon as Katana is standing in your face when she's got 3 bars, it is a constant 50-50 from the moment she has the bars to when she spends any of it.
Well, I didn't expect the low straight into it. I expected the string that has the low kick. But we didn't even see that. Didn't even give him a chance to block break. Oh, so almost caught that reload, but not quite. Oh, nice. There's the jailing into 50-50. That's one of the strengths of Demo Sonya. Those grenades on block are no joke.
Oh, but of course, because Sakr0n had to use his X-ray to win round 1, he hasn't had the largest amount of armored reversals in this round. But again, built himself 2 bars. He's going to have a little bit more to contest with. But Harry NightMare is going to be recognizing that.
Well, we're seeing in action completely why. Oh no, clean jumping. Has just about built the break it. Is he going to go? He is indeed.
I mean, right at the start of the round, that's a good time to break. Save yourself the maximum damage, keep yourself in the game. Yes, you lose now on meter, but in this situation, it's going to be really hard for Harry NightMare to reload his grenades, and Sakr0n getting with a full B&B right now, knocked down.
Especially when your back's against the wall, reloading these grenades can be borderline impossible, completely difficult to do, and he hasn't even got a bar, so that's going to make life harder as well. Oh no, here comes the burn fan. Jump back just on prediction of a jump in, but it didn't come. Oh no, wow. That might even cement the round. That's a full combo in the corner right there. Harry NightMare trying to get away with the reload. Unfortunately, can't quite do it. Is that going to be a splat? Straight up full combo. Harry NightMare is on the brink of losing game number 1. Yep, there we go. Just like that. Challenging the grenade toss.
All because he reloaded in the neutral. That's literally all started because he tried to reload at a situation where he couldn't. And that's a problem Demolition Sonya has against characters with amazing projectiles or just great movement from full screen is... Demolition is great at contesting when she has grenades available. When she has them to throw and she has them to trade, you have to really worry about it. But as soon as they're gone, that reload takes some time. And let's not forget what happened when we saw Foxy Grandpa fight both Mr. Aquari and Harry NightMare. They run out of grenades. They can't reload. Dive kick punishes it on reaction. Sayus do a good job of shutting it down. And again, Sakr0n is doing that with Katana. Just fan toss. Can't reload.
It's definitely why when you see competitive Demolition Sonya players play in tournament, they will sacrifice all the damage in the world just to get that reload on deck because they need the grenades. I mean, if you use all your grenades mid-combo or you opt to just go for a grenadeless combo to try and get damage, what do you do when the combo's over? I mean, you have nothing to get the next hit with.
Clean 30%. Nice way to start off the round.
There is going to be a trade, but unfortunately he got tagged. Oh, he is going to get the 50-50 though. That's going to be 1 grenade. He's going to sacrifice the damage, get the knockdown. 21% into 3 grenades. I mean, you're going to have to take those kind of trades playing demo.
Well, that's exactly what you just said. You know, you have to be willing to sacrifice a lot of damage just to get these grenades back.
Oh no. Oh, I wonder if Katana can punish that dive kick.
I would assume so, but that's gonna get baited and Harry NightMare. No punish. That is.
I'm not sure what that was. That was an absolute guaranteed punish, but wasn't even taken an NJP. Was that an executional error?
I mean, it's been a little bit of a scramble in terms of punishes so far, but that's kind of all that's really lacking so far.
Oh no, drops the combo, and Harry NightMare is going to be a little bit reluctant to go for that anti-cross up down 2 because of the hover. One of the things that makes Katana so tricky to deal with is the fact that she's very, very hard to anti-air, especially with a standing normal. You try an anti-air, bam, hit with the feint into NJP.
We'll go for the dive kick. Is not going to get scouted out though. Going to block it clean, and that's a down 1 fan to take round 1. I'm not sure I agree with Harry NightMare using his only barometer in the corner there though to try and just get himself out. He is now severely down on life. It's going to take him a while to... Oh, that's going to be a full jumping punch as well. Full combo damage coming out. He's not have a break for quite some time. Ooh. Lucky drop from Sakr0n, but oh no, just straight reset and another drop.
Literally back-to-back drops right now. 2 combos not taken to their fullest. Very unfortunate. Harry NightMare is going to put him in the corner. Backdash though, to me again, he has no grenades. He has nothing to work with. And there's the anti-cross up. That's definitely going to be a reload.
Unfortunately, Harry NightMare is just straight up getting jumped in on here. That's where the bulk of the damage is coming from. He's doing projectiles and they're getting scouted out. He's just not anti-airing properly and he's just eating so much of his damage because of it.
Oh, he is going to catch that overhead. Really nicely done. And again, he's going to have to get the splat into the reload once again. Oh, hello. That's a really good trade. Oh, no, he goes for the grenade. I'm certain that was not intentional.
He could have killed. He could have killed. Forced to break. Wow.
That was such a huge error. I mean, that would have been a full combo into the round, and he gets the reload instead. I mean, yeah, he got another grenade, but I mean... Oh, wow. But he isn't going to let it ruin that round. He still played it off.
You'll notice Harry NightMare threw a close grenade. He read that running, and straight on the money. Oh, but he's going to jump into a fan.
Running straight into an air fan. That's going to be... I mean, it's not only damage that you take from Katana, it's the fact that she will carry you into whatever direction she wants. Oh, the wake-up standing 1 to make that whiff. Interesting decision, but it is going to work.
Oh, doesn't punch in the low. Full combo. 1 bar used on the fan, but this is Katana. She's going to take a lot of damage if you get to, especially if you're cornered.
Oh, and there's the jailing into overhead. Sakr0n getting caught by that every single time. Has to go for the reload just to get the grenades, though. He's going to jail it once again. I like that neutral where he takes the step back. Good patience on Harry NightMare, just waiting for the fan lift.
Oh, that's a full punish. No, that could have been the game, but Sakr0n lets it drop.
Uh-oh. Is he going to regret that one?
He could do. That's a full grenade reload. Runs into a fan. Harry NightMare cannot leave the ground right now, though. If he leaves the ground, he's going to run to a fan. That's going to be death. Not quite enough.
Oh, he tried to capitalize. Sakr0n's going to be taken. No, that reload could have costed everything. Oh, no.
Left the ground against Katana and ouch, he died.
That reload, I mean, it worked. He blocked just in time, but that was not a good time to reload at all. I mean, anything other than that delayed jump would have caught that, for sure. A run into a string, a run into a button, anything would have hit that. He wouldn't have got the reload, and he would have just lost the game. If it was a full combo, he'd have lost. If it was just a fan, he'd have been life down. It would have made it even harder for him to come back.
Well, we know that he has a really good cover ops as well, or at least a very stressful to fight cover ops as well.
Not really against Katana though, I wouldn't think.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you do in this situation? Because the grenades are what are keeping him in the matchup, and they're also what are killing him. But he has gone to demolition, I believe. Yes, you can see the grenades on the thigh.
That thing about cover ops, the dive kick and the air mobility is one of the things that makes cover ops dangerous, and Katana doesn't care about that. She just doesn't care about air mobile characters. That's why Sonic Fox actually made the switch to Katana, or picked her up, all the way back during the Season 1 days, because there was that wave of Tanyas that had godlike air mobility, and he said, Katana just shuts that down. No character could move in the air against Katana, and that's actually why he learned Katana in preparation for the Season 1 finals.
So Sakr0n 2-0 up right now. Harry NightMare, again, sort of in a similar situation to Storm, really. Has a decent amount of points, but not enough to guarantee him in the season finals. Sakr0n, on the other hand, has a lot. He really has accumulated a decent amount over the 5 weeks, and if he wins this, he's going to even further secure that. But Harry NightMare in a very stressful situation right now.
That was a nice hit confirm though, catching the jump in, realizing it's going to connect, going straight into the dive kick. Oh no, and he drops it again. His execution is really failing him at the moment.
Jumps out of the plus frames, but isn't going to whiff the dive kick as well, and that's a clean neutral jump kick for the splat, and that's a good wake up from Harry NightMare. Spencer's grenades immediately gets them back, not too bad at all.
Good blocks for Sakr0n, but he is going to get hit by that delayed grenade detonation. Really, really good at just chewing up those low, just any poke, really. The grenades will just absolutely eat that right up.
Oh, wow, that brash running, especially against the Sonya with a full X-ray parry available. Sakr0n brings himself to match point, but that was really strong play.
That was a pick of the huck grab right there.
It was indeed.
He's going to go for the grenades, get the damage he can, but the knockback into the safe reload. Oh, nice. Is going to catch it. Again, that's a strength of demolition, the ability to get a really nice full combo off that poke. Splat into reload once again, has to make it count. Wake up string though, because I think that might be slightly minus, if not 0. So the speed of that string, I mean, Sakr0n's going, well, at least I'm going to get some kind of wake up thing, because he's blocking. He's waiting for, you know, he might be waiting for me to try and do a wake up, something fast, and that's it. Straight into pressure.
That was good for Harry NightMare. Knows he's blocking after being jailed for the grenade. That's going to be straight up.
Oh,
wow.
We got hit by the absolute outside of that grenade.
Now, is that an answer Harry NightMare's going to have to do now? Is instead of Sakr0n jumping in and floating, if he just does the close grenade, is that going to consistently stop it? And wow, I like this use of close grenade, because it's really stopping Sakr0n from being able to go in and get these jump-ins that are really causing him problems.
Oh, and there we go. He's going to space it very carefully and just make sure he can trade fan for grenade. If you block the grenade but hit the fan, that's always going to be a fantastic trade for you. Oh no, catching the reload. That's why you don't reload in that situation. You can only take the reload when it's guaranteed.
But he's got no grenades. He has to get them back somehow. But again, we see Sakr0n with a full X-ray. That's a 50-50. If Harry NightMare loses about 15% more health, that's going to kill him if he gets hit by the X-ray.
If Harry NightMare takes one more jump in to try and reload, it's over. He's lost the game. Oh, that's it. No, that's it. That's going to be it. I mean, he's going to knock him down. He might do some kind of plus frame. He's got all the meter in the world to finish it. Is he going to go for the 50-50? Oh, he's trying. Oh, doesn't even. He tries. Doesn't even have to, though. He's going to go straight through. Sakr0n is going to move on into the semi-finals. And to be honest, I just think it was right there. I think it was reloading it at really bad times. I think that's the crucial Harry NightMare turning the console off. The set is done. Go make a cup of tea or something and move on. Sakr0n is going to go into the semi-finals. Well,
now,
he is going to be
I'm going to say, that's not a rage quit. That's just how Harry NightMare plays. Even in Season 2, as soon as his set was finished, even if he won, he gets that last hit, just turns the game off.
He does it when he wins as well. I mean, like throughout the Season 2 finals, whenever he would win a set, if he won Grand Finals, he'd go, way, turn the console off, go move on and do something else. That's it. Business as usual for Harry NightMare. But unfortunately, he's going to go home in the first round of top 8. Sakr0n's going to move on to face the winner of Boki or Madzin, which is our next match. But to be honest, I think in that match, it was just the fact that I just don't think Harry NightMare had an answer for knowing when to reload. I mean, that's kind of like the good and bad thing about demo. The grenades are really strong. The grenades are powerful tools. They give you good meterless damage. They give you good pressure. They can jail into 50-50s. They can give you neutral tools. They can zone. They can counter zone. However, You only have 3 of them, and you have to reload when you run out. The reload takes a really long time, so if you're going to try and use it in the neutral like that, you're going to eat jump-ins, you're going to eat projectiles, you're going to eat full-screen charges. And on reaction too. I mean, characters with full-screen charges can do it on reaction and just stop you from reloading.
Well, it's not to say that it's an impossible matchup. Like,
oh, no,
again, I don't know how it works at a super-duper high level. We can only go really by what we've seen of it at this point. But still, it's something you have to take into consideration. Just because she can't get consistent reloads doesn't mean that she's going to get walked all over. But if you're putting yourself in that situation where you're going to get punished, you're going to get punished, especially at this level of play, especially against someone like Sakr0n that we've seen time and time again doesn't crumble. You know, Sakr0n, if there's one thing Sakr0n can do is keep himself together in clutch situations. Let's not forget Season 2 finals. He had a really close set against Perfect Legend, who surprised everyone with a hat-trick pick. He managed to keep it together.
I'm so happy that he went the hat-trick. I mean, it took everyone by surprise.
He still, you know, we still saw Sakr0n lose that set, but he did manage to bring it back almost to win. I believe it was almost like a reverse match point situation where PL clutched it out, but then he went on to eliminate Undead Jim, he went on to eliminate Foxy Grandpa, and he kept his composure the entire way. Now, he's still here, he's still entering. He lost very convincingly to Foxy Grandpa in week 2, but here he is again in top 8, showing just as dominant play as we saw from him before. So I think he's here to play. But something that really interests me is this week he's on the same side of the bracket as Madzin.
The run back.
This is... Oh, they have played before, of course, yes. No, it was close. Sakr0n almost went back.
I mean, for me, it's still...
Wait, of course.
Sakr0n and Madzin was still, for me, the best set of Season 3 for EU.
I am disgusted.
3 to change after change after change. It was such an amazing set.